Hey y'all, it's your girl Nikki B. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get right into it. So, today I want to talk about my move to Houston. And yeah, hold on for 1 second, y'all. Alexa. So, yeah, I want to talk about my move to Houston, why I wanted to move, my thought process, and hopefully I can inspire somebody to do what they want to do because I encourage everyone to get out their hometown, go explore, go see something new because life is too short to just stay in one area. Like, it's too short. So, a little bit about me. I am from Chicago, born and raised, well, south suburb, whatever, same thing. Well, I guess it's actually kind of two different things, but whatever. I'm from Chicago. Grew up in the south suburbs. Been there my whole life. I went away to school in Carbondale, so that was like 5 hours away. So I did get away for a little bit. But, that was just a little college town. I moved back in like 2021, I think. Whenever COVID happened, that's when I had moved back home. So I was there from like 2021 to 2023. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I went back to school during that time. I knew I did not want to stay there, and I knew that I had to get a career fast if I wanted to move out and be on my own. Because before I do what I do now, which is EEG, I used to just serve, and I feel like, serving is not going to pay the bills, which it might. I mean, it might, but I wanted something secure, and I wanted something that was gonna make me be stable. Like I wanted a stable check because I ain't never had that. Like I always grew up just serving. I'm talking about grew up serving. I always just had serving jobs for real, for real. I had a few retail jobs, but that was just overboard and they don't really pay much. So yeah, I went back to school. I got my EEG degree, certificate, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm like, all right, it's lit. I'm finna find me a job in Houston. And before I even moved out there, like I didn't even know how do people how did this process even like transpire? Like I didn't know if you was supposed to get the job first, then get the apartment, then move, or I really didn't know how to do it. So at first I was thinking I had to get an apartment, I had to get approved for an apartment. So I'm like, okay, where the hell I'm finna live at? And then I'm thinking like, well, no, first I need to get a job because if you got the job, then you can find somewhere to live. So what I ended up doing, I ended up applying to jobs first. I applied to a few, and I got a call back from two of the people. One was from Texas Children, and then I had got another one from the job where I work at now. So we did the interview. Clearly, I got the job, and yeah, like that process, it was actually really smooth. Like it didn't take long for them to hit me back up. I literally applied like, let's just say it was like, well, what time period is this? Like October or something? And they called back in like 3 days later. And I got the job. I was like, oh, it's busting, it's lit. So then I was like, okay, where I'm finna live at? I was looking at apartments, but every apartment I was looking at, they kept talking about it was roaches and that it was just ghetto and that people was getting scammed. Like literally every apartment. I'm like, okay. I was just too scared to like even, I'm like, bro, if y'all talking about y'all got roaches, I am not even finna entertain it. Like, it's too many people saying y'all got roaches. And I cannot deal with an apartment that got roaches. I just cannot. So, yeah, that was like a scary process. I'm like, I mean, because I know Houston is like known for bugs. And if you know me, you know I am scared as fuck of bugs. Like, it's just, I cannot. I would not be able to live. So what I ended up doing was actually getting an Airbnb. Now, I'm not gonna lie, throughout this process, I didn't really plan too much. I'm not the type to plan things. I don't plan things. I just figure out what I want to do and just try to make it happen. Like, I don't got time to be like, yeah, I gotta do that, do this, do that. I'm like, no, it's either now or never. Like, keep in mind, at this time, I didn't even have a car. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna find me a car, which I did. I feel like I did this whole planning process in like 2 months. 2 months for real, for real. Like I didn't really know if it was gonna happen or not. I was just like, I had visited in Houston back in September. I visited back in September, and then after I left my little solo trip, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, this is the place I want to be at. So I think it was like a month later where I just started putting things into motion. And that was like October. And I ended up moving out here in December. So I thought I was gonna find me a car. Like I was looking for cars all back at home, and I couldn't find nothing I really liked. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna find me a car in Houston. So I came out here with no car, and everybody kept saying, like my mama and daddy, really, they like, you don't need to go out there. You still need to figure this out, get a car, do all this and that. Like it was a lot going on. I ain't gonna lie, it was. And had I listened to them, I would not be here right now. Like, let me just tell you this. Do not let anybody deter you from what's in your heart. Like, I knew for a fact that I could not spend another year being in, I could not spend another day being in Chicago. Oh my God. I'm not saying another day. I'm trying to say another year in Chicago. I knew that with my whole being, like, okay, 2024 right around the corner. I'm not gonna do the same thing. I refuse. Like, I just knew it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what's going on. I don't care if I ain't got no car. I'm gonna rent a car. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to make this a reality, because enough was enough. Like, I was tired of talking about it. I was tired of feeling the way I was feeling at home. I feel like I had reached my growth limit. I just feel like it wasn't nothing in there, nothing in Chicago for me to do. I was gonna keep being the same person, keep doing the same things, still had the same thinking process. Everything was just I was gonna be the same on me, and I just knew like I needed a change. I needed something that was gonna like push me to be better, go harder, and like just get out of my comfort zone for real. Like I really didn't know too many people in Houston. I really don't know nobody for real out here. I knew like 2 people. Lance, this guy I went to school with, and then this other dude named Jarrell. But other than that, I really didn't know nobody out here. So yeah, so this is what I ended up doing. I rented out an apartment. I mean, not an apartment. I rented out a Airbnb. And, you can do monthly Airbnbs. I'm sorry, y'all. Emma, relax. Okay. Sorry, y'all. This is my friend's child. So if y'all hear your kids in the background, it's her. But yeah, so, where was I? Shit. I'm sorry. Okay, like I was saying. Wow, I really just lost my track. Okay, I rented out an Airbnb. That's where I was at. Rented out an Airbnb. Now, I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit pricey. But me being who I was in that moment, just ready to go, like, I'll figure it out when the time come. I'm like, I did save a little bit of money. Yeah, I got a little bit saved up for sure. And then I knew, like, with my job, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be good. Like, I just knew I was gonna be good. So yeah, I did pay like a month, 2 months in advance, I think I did. And Airbnb, you could do monthly leases. If you find, yeah, you can do monthly leases. Now it is a little steep, but as of now, like, I'm still looking for apartments, and I feel like, bro, the Airbnb is the same amount as the as an apartment. Like, you gotta pay for freaking electricity, Wi-Fi, water, and sewer. I'm like, bro, what is this, a house? Like, I thought utilities was included. I'm like, shit, all of this, I might as well stay where I'm at. Like, and I also recommend doing Airbnb first, because it's like, let's just say you move somewhere and you really don't know the area. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I came to Houston for 2 days. I didn't really know too much about nothing. I just knew I liked the vibe. People always talked about Houston, it's the place to be. I knew it was popping, and like, I just thought like, okay, this could be a good place for me. And yeah, so I think getting an Airbnb is the way to go if you don't know if you want to settle down for real or not. Like, take that step, save you some money, and rent you out an Airbnb. That way, like, if anything, you never know what could happen. Like, let's just say you never found a good job, or let's just say you don't really like it for real, or anything could really happen. So I feel like Airbnb, I'm so grateful for them. Like, they give you the space. I mean, it gives you the flexibility to leave whenever you want to leave. And one thing about me, I like freedom. I don't like being tied down to nothing. Like, I like to leave when I want to leave, do things when I want to do. So this really actually worked out really perfect for me. And I don't know why I was so embarrassed or ashamed to tell people that. But it's just like, what the fuck am I embarrassed about? Like, I guess I was feeling like imposter syndrome because I really didn't tell nobody I was leaving. And I really didn't have no game plan for as long as I was going to go. Because I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm really be able to do it. You know, I was just letting them basic insecurities and limiting thoughts get in my way. But yeah, so I'm here. We're in month. What is this month? We're gonna be going on month 4. So I did a 6-month thing, and you know, so far so good. Like, I love it out here. I definitely feel like it's challenging me to be a better me. I'm loving how you know, it's out of my comfort zone for sure. And then like with the whole car situation thing, at first I was renting out, but I'm like, you know, I ain't gonna do that because, well, actually I feel like, shoot, had I went the renting car option, the rent, like with a rental place, it's gonna be the same as a note. So it's like, bro, whatever you want to do, just do that shit. Like, it don't even matter. Had I rent the car out or just got a car, like, which is what I did, it all was gonna be the same amount. I kind of wish I would have just kept with the renting car situation because now I got a holding car note in my name. But you know, whatever. I just feel like it was gonna happen eventually. But you know, I want to be debt free. But whatever. It is what it is. So yeah. I just want to tell y'all, if you wanted to move and you feel like you got that, like you feel like you can't stay in your hometown no more, just leave. Like, stop worrying about all the things that are going wrong. Who cares if you ain't got all your shit together? Just make a plan, save you a little bit of money, get you an Airbnb, get you a job, and take it from there. Take it from baby steps. Like, you do not have to have it all figured out. Like, and I feel like people always try to like have everything all figured out, which you could do that way. But for me personally, it's just not what works for me. I'm really spirit of the moment, spontaneous. I want it, I got it, I want it, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna do it type person. Like, I did minimum planning. I just like, you know what? I just had this faith that everything was gonna work out. I believed in myself, and we are here now. Like, everything is peachy. Like, my job is cool as of now. I really like the Airbnb, and I mean, yeah, it's just like having your own place. Like, everything is all good. So yeah, if you wait on that move, if you ready to make that move, go make that move. Don't let nobody talk you out of it. You are the only person know who you. Oh my, you are the only one who knows how you feel. So don't let nobody deter you from your plans. Like, just do it. It could be the best move of your life. You never know who you're gonna meet. You never know how you're gonna grow as a person, what you'll learn. And then it's like, okay, if you don't fail, go back home. If you got the option to go back home, go back home. If not, go hard, baby. Failure is not an option for you, okay? You're gonna make it. Don't even think you're not gonna make it. Don't even entertain nothing that's gonna make you feel like you can't have it or that you're not going to achieve what you want. Because if you put your head to it, you could have it. You are a limitless being. You are that girl or that guy, and you make shit happen. So period. Don't even stop with all the doubts and worrying, because you can have that shit. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. That's all I got for y'all. Have a good one. Bye.